Well, good morning. Monday the 22nd. Just broke camp. Found me a nice little spot finally. A number of the campsites listed, at least that I've seen, between Eagle's Nest Shelter and where I'm at, which is like 4.5 past, maybe 4 past. The campsite's a lot of deadfall around them. So I wasn't taking any chances. It was a little windy last night, and I was like, nah, not gonna make a visit with the Widowmaker. So I did find a spot. There is a climb coming out of Eagle's Nest, just before the gravel road. If you look at far out, you'll see it. At the top of the climb, there's spots that you can find, fairly new saplings around and whatnot. Which is what I did. There's a campfire ring when you get to the top of the first hard climb, and that's what I'm talking about. If you're hiking the trail northbound, you'll know what I'm saying. Anyway, so it's the last day. Sorry, didn't mean to get the sun in the lens. It's our last day today. Got about 6 miles to cover, and then it's heading back home and getting ready for the next leg, which will be in a few weeks. Pretty chilly night last night, almost freezing actually. So yeah, the water filter was in the bag with me, or quilt I should say. And it's warming up right quick. So good thing about spring, it might get cold at night, but it warms up quick in the morning. So I'm gonna get my bag on, and we're gonna get moving along. I know there is at least one view spot today, and we'll get a shot of that and anything else that's of interest along the way. You all have a good day, and I'll be moving on. Well, here we are out on the trail still. Fairly easy morning so far. Bit rocky though. You have to excuse me for bouncing around as I walk, but the trail does make you think. And foremost in my mind this morning is, I wish I had started this much sooner in my younger years. Hindsight's always 20/20, but I thought it wouldn't hurt for this boomer, and you go ahead and make all the jokes you want, but for this boomer, I can still do it, and as long as I can walk, I'm going to continue to do so. But in today's society, with all the social media and Facebook and WhatsApp and all the chaos going on in the world, I would encourage our younger generations to get on out and partake of these woods. You don't have to do it through hike. You don't have to do a section hike. Heck, you don't even have to hike a mile. You can just get on out and hike 100 yards and go back on out. You talk about social media, and most people do social media so they can exchange opinions and ideas and share thoughts with one another. If you think that that's not the case out on the trail, be mistaken. There's a lot of folks out on the trail that you can socialize with, and good people, and some bad, but still, it's no different than being on any of the social media apps. Pretty much the same thing, except that you're face to face and it's real life. And you tend to use some thought before you start talking. Yeah. Boy, I don't know how I got onto this morning. Must be feeling my age. So I'm going to just make it short. For you younger generations out there, get on out. Don't put it off. You'll regret if you do. I don't know that I regret it. That's a wrong word. You'll wish you had. I don't think it'll be a regret. Because anytime you're out in the woods, it's good. It builds confidence. It builds your reliability upon oneself. And it just allows you to get into your mind, breathe the fresh air, get some exercise. All good things that they tell us that we have to do. And sadly, I find that people don't do that until they're ready to retire or whatever. Myself included. I didn't start this, but a couple of years ago. And I'm no young buck, as I mentioned. But I'm not dead yet. And my legs keep moving one step at a time. And the climbs are hard. And the downs are hard. But it can be done. Whether it's 50 foot at a time, 100 foot at a time, or all the way in one shot, it doesn't matter. The main thing is, it's all for the betterment of your soul and your mind. So, that's my rant for this morning. Not that I do many. For some reason, that was just buried in my brain today. And I apologize for constantly getting in your face here. Or I should say, getting in mine. But, yeah. Just a thought. Thought I'd share. And hope you all have a good day. Our last viewpoint for this section hike. This is known as Allburn Lookout. I believe that's what it's called. So we're about 2 miles out from Port Clinton, south of Port Clinton right now. There you go. That's not a bad view. You can zoom it out, zoom it in, however you want to say it. Better view. There you have it. I gotta get moving on. Well, I guess I ought to be glad I'm going down, because down is way down there, and you can barely see the road through the leaves and the trees. But that's an idea of what we're doing. It's pretty damn steep. And like I said, I'm glad I'm doing it down, but it looks as though on my next journey, it may be more of an up. At about 50 feet more from the last shot. This might give you a little better perspective. Yeah, it's a down, a big one. But we're getting there, slowly but surely. And we're moving on. There's a much better perspective. And that's only, I don't know, 100 yards. It is a long way to the top, about a mile. So this is the worst of it. You know, the last, maybe 3/10, half mile. The last 3/10, definitely. Talk about a climb. And I'm not done yet. We still gotta go down here, but that's nothing compared to what we just did. So there you have it. We're coming down into Port Clinton train station area. And then I guess somewhere, I got about a half-mile journey to the car. So moving on. There we go. I don't think I've ever seen anybody take a picture of a train moving through. Staging. Pretty cool. this, I don't know if I'm going to pronounce it right, but this is the Schuylkill River. And as you can see, one gentleman down there doing some fishing for the day. Alright, so just a quick recap. Did 6 miles, 6.1 into Port Clinton, parking area alongside 61, where I had the car at. So this section or journey is over, and as I said, in a few weeks it's back at it again for a much longer time. I'm hoping to get to the northern border of PA and have PA down. Until then, we'll see you later and keep moving on.